So it's very interesting to see the creative minds behind the project, but it's been tons of fun, and I think it's uniquely to me because it's a shoe that can do a lot. It's a versatile shoe.
Have you ever wondered what privilege in women's basketball actually looks like? Allow me to illustrate. A'ja Wilson is seen dancing in her new signature shoe in the most recent Nike ad, while Caitlyn Clark, the player who is genuinely changing the game, gets "Come on, Andy." You know the question, you know the answer, and we know that she was assigned to Nike, so we know she got screwed. That's where things get fascinating. We know she was totally screwed in that Nike deal, which was totally ignored by the same billion-dollar firm. Wilson plays the lead in a whole campaign that is all about winning, but when it came to the playoffs, everything went wrong, resulting in low ratings and a humiliating departure. This is not the kind of performance you would expect from someone who is supposed to be the face of the... I have an amazing team that is trying to translate my strange words into shoes, which is crazy because I'm like, I want the thing that goes the thing. And they're like, okay, we got it, but one of them seems to be preoccupied with himself. Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark is out there breaking records, making history, and using her platform to elevate the entire WNBA. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. Congratulations, whereas the other is concentrated on a more significant and expansive mission. Oh, who has the privilege? In this video, we'll examine Wilson and Clark's divergent Nike appearances, analyze their starkly different messages, and explain why, despite Nike's failure, it doesn't really matter how much money you make from your first contract if you're a signed athlete. You won't believe the Fiasco AA, and the only thing that matters is how much money you are making from the shoes. Wilson Clark is still a strong brand ambassador and an inspirational role model. Let's move on to the fiasco A'ja Wilson got herself into with her Nike deal. It's a terrible marketing blunder that makes it feel like we're witnessing a train catastrophe in slow motion and we have the finest seat in. Since Nike signed Caitlyn Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal, he struck gold when they hyped up A'ja's signature shoe. Why in the world are they ignoring her as if she were the second coming? That hype has come at a high cost, and it will undoubtedly backfire for years while they were showing off for Wilson. Caitlyn Clark entered and completely changed the story while Nike was in a frenzy. Sweating bullets, A'ja Wilson is polishing her MVP trophies, convinced that she is still the hottest name in the game. However, because of their massive mistake, they have completely missed the mark on the biggest phenomenon to hit women's basketball in ages. At this point, it's Kate, and the company is just making a mistake. Fashioned by generation, everyone else lives in Clark's world today and is curious about how desperate things have become. Nike is working nonstop to find a way to prevent A'ja from becoming yesterday's news, but let's be honest, the ship hasn't simply sailed, it has crashed and sunk. Jerry, according to Nike CEO Elliott Hill's Q2 results, Caitlyn will be joining the company for the 2026 time of year and fade into obscurity. Here's the juicy part. Rumors have it that Nike is fumbling the bag in the most generational way possible because they are afraid of the backlash they would get if they gave Caitlyn her own shoe before A'ja. Can you believe that they're so concerned about offending A'ja's pride that they're postponing Caitlyn's launch until? I think it's special to me because it can adapt to anything, and I feel like that's me. 2026 isn't just fumbling or dropping the ball. Anyone can wear it. It's not a big man's shoe or a big woman's shoe. It's a shoe that will be comfortable for everyone, and I hope everyone feels that. Caitlyn Clark is out there rewriting the record books and packing as it comes out of the stadium. Arenas and adding a whole new dimension to women's basketball after 8 years of an incredible $28 million contract with Nike. She had nothing to show for it. Her supporters are furious, but nothing has been done to promote her. PA reminds me a lot of you, even though you claim that you don't truly care about me. She also realizes how her privilege has brought her to that place, and she's amazing at basketball, but she recognizes her privilege. It's like her over-the-top innocent, which makes me think of you a lot. That's a problem. And Nike's brilliant solution for Caitlyn's bottom line has to wait even longer because of this disaster. While Caitlyn Clark's popularity soars, Nike is mired in a PR catastrophe as they attempt to balance A'ja Wilson's exaggerated ego. It's not going well, spoiler alert. This situation is like being at a carnival. Not wearing a ring, but how is Caitlyn handling all of this? Remember when A'ja Wilson made fun of other players by accusing them of having privilege? Oh, the irony. The more people who can go out and watch the college game, or whatever it is, the better it will be for the game's future. Trust me, the chaos is far from over. Has had the most embarrassing moment, but the greatest part is yet to come. The true difference between Caitlyn and Asia isn't simply who's making more shots, it's all about their mindset. Believe me, the contrast couldn't be more striking than Caitlyn Clark's response, which is the kind of elegant mic drop moment that will make you want to rise up and applaud. Be more explicit. Considering the number of people who have attended the games, the number of people who truly want to wear a WNBA player's jersey, purchase their merchandise, or have their shoes, Asia Wilson is out here acting like royalty, acting as though the court is hers, and everyone else is just fortunate to be in her shadow. I believe that a brief amount of time demonstrates to everyone that there is and has been genuine opportunity here. Newsflag, no one owes you anything, Asia, and I'm the star energy which is depleting more quickly than leftovers. After Christmas dinner, let's discuss Caitlyn Clark, who is rewriting history and shattering records everywhere, although you wouldn't believe it. At a recent Nike event, she used her platform to encourage the entire WNBA instead of sitting around criticizing or complaining about Nike. Her demeanor is modest, grounded, and always giving credit to her teammates, but it goes hand in hand. If I get fined for this, I'm really sorry, but it's absurd. We've been going through this the entire season. Focus on herself, Caitlyn. It's been said that the best point guards care more about their teammates than about themselves. Which do you prefer, setting up your teammates or scoring the ball yourself? To be honest, I believe that setting up my teammates gives the team a lot more energy, which gets everyone going. When things don't go Asia Wilson's way, she's quick to blame everyone. After a difficult game against the New York Liberty, she complained, "I just feel like we're not getting the calls we need. I believe that everyone just flows a little bit better, and the offense flows a little bit better." It's about vision, humility, and lifting others, not just yourself. Merritt, it's annoying when you're playing hard and it seems like the referees aren't noticing. I'm going to try to be the best I can be, and if you say that I'm the best player in the world, that's fantastic. But I want to be the best person and the best teammate, because that's how I get the best performance out of my team, Asia. Instead of blaming the... After a poor game, Caitlyn Clark is the first to acknowledge I need to step up for my team. I can't let them down like that. We win together, we lose together, and I take that responsibility seriously. Referees now contrast that with Caitlyn Clark, who takes responsibility for her mistakes like a true professional. Let's also discuss how they treat their teammates. Asia appears to be bearing. Caitlyn Clark is always on her back, and I came to see her tonight. Oh, you must watch number 22. Since I've been watching Caitlyn for a few years, I've had dreams of supporting her squad during a game by saying things like, "I wouldn't be where I am without my teammates. They push me daily to be better, and I'm grateful for every opportunity." Do you see any change in the bottom line between any of them? As one fan put it so well, Caitlyn Clark's humility and sense of responsibility are attracting more people to women's basketball than ever before, while Asia Wilson's arrogant demeanor is alienating her followers. You can't help but cheer for Caitlyn because she is such a gifted player who never forgets her roots, or who supported her along the way. And here's the thing, this attitude difference isn't just about winning a popularity contest. It's the kind of thing that shapes careers, which is why I think it's so exciting. The more we have games on national television, the more people will be in the stadium, because they're always returning. That's typically how it goes. They fall in love with a team or a player, or they choose one, and then, another player. Asia may have the hardware now, but Caitlyn has the fans' hearts, and in the end, that relationship, the sincere respect and admiration of the people is what really counts, okay? For now, let's put Asia's pity party aside and concentrate on